Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Are you ready to solve this crime?
Yes.
Joker! Hey guys, welcome to Fuuto P.I. episode 3 on the Rider Time podcast here on jolly old Morphin Network. We are doing things a day late today because, a lot of things happen in life and such is life. And of course, we're all getting ready for next week because it is Morphicon.
Be sure to catch us at Power Morphicon next week.
Yeah.
8 days from now. No, well, actually 1 week from now.
And of course, I am the hard-boiled and definitely not half-boiled TimeRider Zero. And with me is my Aibo, Jen Pink. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Feeling a little soft-boiled, but that's okay.
And today we are doing Fuuto P.I. episode 3, Beware of T, the Masked Defender. And yes, Akiko actually gets more screen time this episode.
And it's finally the third. Originally, we said in the previous episodes that it's a 2-part episode. Well, guess what? This is the final third part of the episode that we've been waiting for.
Like we were talking the whole time last week how freaky it is that it's a 3-parter, not a 2-parter, because Kamen Rider W has always been a 2-part. Every crime has always been a 2-part episode, 2-part episode, 2-part episode, 2-part episode, 2-part episode, and then 1 episode season finale.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so it's kind of weird. I'm curious, will all of the cases be 3-parters from now on, or is it just
I don't know. I think
on
this is
manga
a specific one, I personally believe, just because there was so much going on.
Yeah, true. Plus, we are trying to, introduce the main cast to people who have never watched the show. And just reacquaint us with the people who did watch the show. And so where did we leave off? We found out who the Rodopont was, and it was not Tokime.
Yep, it was one of the members from the police.
No, it was one of the mobsters.
Oh, yeah, mobsters, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
First of all, I think it's worth mentioning, wow, we actually have mobsters in Fuuto. We've never seen that on a kid's show.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe they weren't really mobsters. Maybe they were called, groups. Or whatever you want. Social
families, triads, familias.
But yeah, I really like this. So my favorite part about this is not really the fighting scene, but so you know how Kamen Rider, right? They form together and then they chase after the Rodopont in an extra alternate.
Oh, right. Yeah. So yeah, we do actually see a form change. We got Luna Trigger, and one thing I actually love about this is that if you've seen the first 2 episodes of Kamen Rider W, or at the very least in the first episode of the show, the very first form change he does is Luna Joker.
Yeah, but originally it was Cyclone Joker green.
His default form is Cyclone Joker, because he's half green, half black, and of course he's got Luna and Heat on the right side and Metal and Trigger on the left side. So it's actually a nice callback to the first episode of the TV show, having him go to the same form. And yes, we do get to see his stretchy arm and leg during the episode. So what were your thoughts on seeing that?
It was cool. I like the fight scenes, but I'd say my favorite scene was the road chase scene.
Oh yeah. And so they do follow the Rodopont into the hidden dimension of Fuuto. And of course Akiko is just cheerleading along with her chancla while taking care of Philip's unconscious body. And yes, we do get a road chase.
Cool. Don't you love that? Like, honestly, I like the animation of this. Like, they really put in
Oh
like
yeah. Yeah,
the.
like honestly, it gave me Acceleracers vibes. I don't know if you've ever watched that movie series on Toonami, but there
I know.
was
I never watched it, but I know of it.
yeah, yeah. Like anyone who's never seen it, watch Acceleracers. All 5 movies are on YouTube. It's really fun. It's a Hot Wheels product to sell toys, but it's so well done. Even the dated CGI doesn't distract you from the plot because the characters are just so engaging.
Uh,
But let's talk about these characters. Philip and Shotaro become Luna Trigger, and then they go back to Cyclone Joker using their beautiful finishing move.
oh yeah, it's so cool that they can split in half. But
Yeah.
the one takeaway I got from this is not really just the road chase scene, but the music. That music.
Yes,
So
yes,
good.
yes. So, for those of you who haven't watched the show, the live action one,
What song
the
is
theme,
that? It's really, really good.
the
by
theme
the way.
song to the theme song to Kamen Rider W, the original live action show, is called WBX Boil Extreme. WBX without nobody, and so Izuni WBX Saiko no partnera diau toki.
Wow, I like how you know them from word.
And it's really catchy. I have every version of that song: the TV size, the full version, the instrumental, the acoustic instrumental, the jazz
Wow.
edit.
But that song was so good.
They did a remix of the song in this episode. Like I was noticing, wait, this
Did you
sounds
like
like
it?
WBX Spoiled Extreme,
Mhm.
but the lyrics sound different. And so I did look it up. It is a new song. It's called WGX. WGX. Yeah, WGX. W goes next. So yes, we're using Yu-Gi-Oh logic with our X's now.
No, but overall, that was my takeaway. Was that road, that scene, and the music. The music was just spot on.
Every time when Aya and Takumi get together, it is a beautiful auditory breeze, a windstorm of a symphonic pop song.
But yeah, continuing with that, they were able to catch the bro Dopon.
Yep, and he was arrested, but the case is not over yet because, as it turns out, the reason why. So inside the bag that they were hunting down for their client has some contraband in it. Todostura. Turns out their client had a dopant memory, and as it turns out, the reason why he hired the detectives in order to find the bag is because he didn't want the police to find this bag and find his Gaia memory, because, as you know, those things are illegal. And of course, he wasn't Fuuto in the past, so he lied, and he got a taste of that sweet, sugary Gaia memory energy, and he came back to Fuuto to get some, but his bag conveniently was stolen by our little witch, Tokime. And and here's the total dopant, because we do see it briefly.
Oh, I didn't recognize that. That was really quick.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't actually get to see him transform into it in the actual episode. But, and of course, we also reveal how she was able to make the appearance that she was floating. And turns out that there's a distortion between the two dimensions. So, what are your thoughts on this big reveal?
I think that was really cool. I like that it was a complete 180. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know, I always thought that the bad guy this whole time was one of the mafia members, Road Open, only to find out that the client was really the bad guy. Also, it was kind of interesting how like they confronted the bad guy, Shusei, whatever his name is.
Starts with a C. Starts with a Chu in it. I keep forgetting.
Shusei, I think, but like it wasn't because he was in love with Tokime, and also it was interesting how like he tried to like kind of put the hit out, like
Yeah.
he asked the mafia guys to put the hit out on Shotaro, and
Yeah, and what gave him away was the fact that only Shotaro and the client knew where she would be showering, in the public fountain. So it's clear that he called out the mafia to take out both the witch and Shotaro in case if they might find the Gaia memory.
Also, he tried to shoot himself with the Gaia memory, but ended up failing. So yeah, really cool. I like it. I like the 180 turn. Did you expect it to be the client this whole time?
I mean, well, to be fair, okay, I'm gonna spoil episode 2 for those of you who haven't seen episode 2 of the live action show, but it was on YouTube for over a year now, so you don't have yourself to blame. Darth Vader was Luke's father. The client was the villain in the first case in the show. So, yeah, that's not too surprising. But in a way, you could also say that's also another callback to the TV show, how the client turns out to be the real villain all along. And what's funny, I said in the first episode, I did make a joke. It'd be funny if the real villain was actually some chubby guy in the background who's using a different Gaia memory. So like I was thinking at the time that maybe like he was like disguising himself as Tokime or using Tokime as an illusion, but turns out it was a chubby guy. And Tokime was a distraction. It just so happens the two of them were unrelated. So it's like we are getting catfished, but also not getting catfished.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the client's name is Chuta Tsubosaki. Okay. And yeah, so Chuta was a toadstool, a dopon, and they took him out. And of course, while he was getting arrested, we get a huge surprise.
By the way, that kiss was really cute, and I like that it's like, because you know how like I don't know how it is for live action Kamen Rider, but in Power Rangers they don't really show kissing, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, there is some kissing in Power Rangers. So you have to like really like look for it.
Well,
I mean, really, like you have to really look for it. I mean, we have the obvious Tommy Kimberly kiss.
Yeah, but how many episodes was that?
But 29, I think.
See, but even then, I don't know how it is for Kamen Rider live action. They don't usually show kissing, and when I say kissing, I mean like kissing.
No, wait, it wasn't 29. It was somewhere between episodes 31 and 40 where they
But kissed. Overall, see how long that was? This was the 3rd episode. You finally get a kissing scene.
Yeah, but also keep in mind, this is after the 11th season of the 2nd generation of the show, which had 49 episodes, and plus several movies.
But overall, I thought it was so cute how Tokime kissed Shotaro. Yeah. He got all red and whatnot. My favorite part was when like Tokime said, "I love a soft-boiled egg."
Yeah, it's okay if you're soft-boiled. I like soft-boiled eggs. It's adorable. And yes, we do get a bit of a time skip, maybe a week later or so, but we do see Heat Metal fight against another Dopant, and Tokime shows up again.
Oh, yeah.
And we're super confused. Why is she here?
But it's because she's now the assistant. And guess who signed it for her?
Ryu.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. He still hasn't introduced himself, but we know that he's the husband.
Yeah. He's the detective working directly for the police department. I mean, it's been the case since he was first introduced around episode 17 of the original show. But more importantly, he's still the head of the police, and he assigned her to Shotaro. Probation.
But the reason being is because Tokime, she has no memory. That's the thing. She just came out of the blue, right? And she's trying to recover her memories of where she come from, what happened to her, how did she get there, right? So I could understand why he he assigned her as the assistant for Shotaro because, I mean, like, come on, I'm pretty sure Shotaro likes her. She's pretty cute, and on top of that, like, she's kind of oblivious
Yeah.
about what's going on.
I'll say this much. Yes, even though the museum is gone and Foundation X is gone, we still, there's still Gaia memories going around the city, and apparently that shadow version of Fudo is still there, even though the road Dopon didn't cause anything. So that means that the game is still afoot, and Tokime can somehow help solve that case if we, figure out what happened to her missing memories. And of course, Philip developed a liking to her because he was also an amnesiac. But there's still one question: the housing situation. Where is she going to be sleeping?
Oh, we already know he's. Woo! By the way, I'm just saying they could have just slept on the same bed together.
Yeah, but don't forget, this is Japan. A lot of people there are prudes. Like sometimes you even have like husbands and wives sleeping in separate twin-sized beds.
I don't know. I just thought it was cute. So then
Yeah.
Shotaro slept on the office.
And I love how like she was like so openly inviting him to sleep together, but he's like, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. Like, like we all know he wants to, but he's very
reserved.
bashful. Yeah. Meanwhile, we do find out that there is someone lurking about in the shadow dimension. Aurora. Yeah, we do get to see the main villain. I mean, we saw him in the theme song, but now we
after credits, or not after credits, the ending, like towards the very
credits.
end.
Yeah. So we got that.
Overall, good show.
Yeah. And of course, we do get like an ending clip, just like in the last two episodes, where Tokime shows up and eats Shotaro's pastry. So that's pretty fun.
That was cute. Oh, I think it's called Miyamazaki, or wait, I forgot what it's called. But it's that bread with cheese inside. It looks delicious.
Yeah, if I could eat bread, I would definitely love some right now.
But yeah. Overall, I would give this, I guess, an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. Likes and dislikes?
I love the okay, my favorite part of this is, of course, the motorcycle chase scene.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the music is so fire. Bring that music again. That music was fire. My only dislike was I don't know. I guess my only dislike was just Tokime being a weirdo, I guess.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah, like for me, I have to agree. The best part of the episode was the motorcycle chase scene against the road Dopons. And yes, I love the new remix of the theme song. WGX, W goes next. I want to learn the lyrics to that so I could like do a mix of both songs. But I'm gonna be real. As far as the theme songs go for Kamen Rider, and yes, I've watched every episode of Kamen Rider, all 1,550 up to this point.
Oh my god.
So I'm familiar with let's see, 9, 20, 29. So 32 seasons of the show. And yes, and two of them have two different theme songs. So that's 30.
Yeah, I'm doing the math here. So overall, you're saying the music's good?
34. That's 34 theme songs. And WBX Boil Extreme definitely goes into my top 5. So because it's just that great of a song. Like again, when Aya and Takumi come together, everything they do turns to gold. And it feels like a beautiful breeze. So dare I say, it is a golden wind.
What was your dislike?
But yeah, my score is a 10. I love this episode. It was really well done. I mean, again, my only nitpick is the episode being a 3-parter instead of a 2-parter. That's my only.
I guess so. I mean, my opinion, I know it's gonna sound cheesy, but you know how most anime episodes are 26? I wouldn't mind this being a 1 hour episode.
Yeah, yeah, and also a lot of anime are either 12 or 26 or 50 episodes. So I know that it's set for 12 episodes at this point in time, but I really hope that I mean it's pretty good so far. Hopefully it'll be a nice 26er. I don't want it to be a full 50 because that's basically having two separate seasons for W. No, I'm okay with just 26, but I feel like this will be so good. Like their 12 episodes will not be enough. Okay, shall we go to the comments, Aibo?
Yep, I'm reading L'Oreal Harris's comments.
Yep. Hi guys. Hi
Yeah,
Lori. How you doing? Sorry I'm late. Had to deal with a chore with the
it's
choir.
okay. Me too.
I almost misread that as choir.
Oh.
Wow, you had to fight off a choir. What's going on there? Are the altos out of sync? I saw your Sailor Moon post.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I just started watching Sailor Moon, the original. Like I have season 3 on VHS, and I did watch those, but I've only seen like 2 episodes on Toonami and 2 of the movies. So, you know, so as a Yu Yu Hakusho fan, I owe it to myself to watch Sailor Moon. So, the art
See?
in this still is pretty good. Pretty good.
Hell yeah. You know, like personally, I love this animation because like the the fight scene and like the thing, it's like in different angles. Different from like, live action where you see fighting from one angle, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And yes, 1,550 episodes.
Longer than a One Piece.
Yeah, but in Kamen Rider's defense, each season's a different story. So, watching Kamen Rider is still easier than watching One Piece. And I did watch all of Pokemon up to X and Y. So,
Okay. Saber.
Saber and Tokuchu crossover with Gaim is all I saw.
Cool.
With Saber. I know Tokuger and Gaim had a crossover, but Saber wasn't in it. That's weird. Okay. So he grew up in the Deke version. Sure, the censors were there, but geez, I don't give a damn. There, I said it. I like Deke. They did Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. So anyone who's always talking about Gridman S4. Yeah, I was a Tim Curry fan before such and such. Gotta love Kilo Khan. Sorry, fellas. DIC Sailor Moon still means a lot. Okay. All right. Well, that's it for the comments. And of course, we hope you're having a wonderful Friday. And this has been Rider Time Podcast, Fuuto P.I. Episode 3, Beware of T, the Masked Defender. And of course, I'm Mike, TimeRider Zero. This is Jen Messina. Jen, where can they find you?
You can find me next week at Power Morphicon. I need a good self moment. No, you can find me on Instagram at Jen Messina, and you can find me on TikTok, GMC too. So I needed a good self promo because we're all going to Power Morphicon.
Yes, and you can find me at Power Morphicon next week, as well as on Instagram at Boken_Kawato and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKawato. I wasn't able to really do any streaming this week because of medical reasons, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to stream something real quick before you and I go see Dragon Ball Superhero.
Dude, that's off topic.
Hey, we're promoting anime, so we may as well plug that in. And yes, be sure to say hi to us next week. And of course, if you like Fuuto P.I. and our reviews of them, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe, and ding the bell icon to the Morphin Network on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and see all of our content. I got so excited I swallowed some saliva. And of course, you could watch us do reviews of Kamen Rider Revice. Next up, we will have episode 48, which is the 1550th episode of Kamen Rider, and of course, Dom Brothers. Hopefully, Clement and Jacqueline will have the next batch of episodes reviewed soon. And when Dino Fury releases those next few episodes, we'll review that as well. And of course, be sure to follow our actor interviews and vlogs. And of course, because Power Morphin Con's next week, expect a lot more content coming soon. And that's all on the Morphin Network. And also check out our sister show, The Buttery Show, where we review movies and stuff. Like
I'm there too.
Yeah, like I've done some Mel Brooks movies. Jen has done some Disney movies, and we've done some vlogs, including but not limited to Thor: Love and Thunder. Wait, hold on. Where'd my thing go?
Oh my
Dang
god!
it! I had Mjolnir just here a second ago. Oh well. Wait, there it is. Okay. Anyways, have a great Friday. See y'all later, and have a safe summer. Drink plenty of water. Bye.
Bye.